Okay, I am in the Model 3. We'll be replacing a Beltronic that is almost 15 years old with this new Uniden DFR9 BLK with black rubber matte finish. This is a super long range radar laser detector with GPS. So this has the latest GPS for red light camera. It also has voice alert. It has 360 protection. It has quiet ride detection. You can turn off the beeping noise at low speed. Easy to read OLED display. Advanced K filter, so you can filter out K, X-band, and also it has mute memory. This is the more mid-range affordable. It has the GPS red light camera, has display frequency of radar band, easy to read, again, signal strength meter, max speed warning, voice alert. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we're dealing with here. So with Uniden, they always provide you with a nice case. Doesn't matter the price range, but this is a nice hard case. You can use this for other items, for storage if you're not using it for the radar detector, but it's a nice touch that they provide. So we'll post a link where you can find this. This again will help protect you from speed trap, speed camera, and it's not trying to influence you to speed or give you a reason to speed, but this helps with traffic camera or speed camera or even a speed trap area, so you know to slow it down or be more cautious. Of course, you want to go with the flow of traffic. Sometimes the flow of traffic is not the right speed, and people forget that, right? So you want to move to the slow lane, especially if there's possible hazard coming up front. So even construction worker, this does detect some of those radar. A tow truck, for example, it can detect those radar, and it gives you advanced warning. So not only it helps you with speed trap, it helps prevents you from possibly getting injured in an accident by slowing down in advance of a possible collision up front. And if there happen to be a CHP, a police officer, highway patrol, they usually will have their radar on. So this will alert, especially driver that have these, to slow it down. And you will slow down because this will go crazy when those alerts are on. So what we'll be doing is replacing this Beltronic. This is heating up quite often and it's not as accurate anymore. So I think there's something wrong with the internal component. Beltronics is no longer its own company. This actually was a very good radar detector. It saved us at least 30-40 times speed trap and warn us to slow down because of hazard materials up front due to tow truck or accident, and at least $10,000 worth of tickets. This was going about $300-400. Definitely worth the price tag now that I think about it, but it meets its lifespan already. This is almost 15 years old, still working. It's just because it's just overheating and we're just concerned that it's going to give out, so we're going to be replacing this. Same wire, charging. So Uniden do provide you with this new suction mount as well as adhesive if you need it. So their suction mount are pretty good based on other kits in the past. They also provide you with a charging extension wire and a secondary one. So this is the main plug. It requires a 12-volt outlet, and then this extension wire in case you want to connect it to USB separately as well. So we'll attach this and it just slides right in. It has a quick release right there. And on top here, the Uniden device, it has power, volume, up and down, so quick volume control, and menu. In the front, you have your mute, dim, as well as mark for GPS coordination to disregard any false alert in that area. So again, you have your power, volume up and down, menu, mute, dim, mark. And the buttons are very high quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It has a soft texture material. On top you have the speaker, and you can't really see the sensor, but the sensor you can definitely see it from the top end here. Okay, it has the dim bright mode sensor. So here is it mount, and of course you can mute, dim, mark the volume up. Goes up to 6. 3 seems to be the soft spot.
Menu.
I'll show you all the menu that's available. So of course you have highway, you have GPS on, speed camera on, speed C range, red light camera, quiet ride, voice on, so it has voice alerts. KA is usually what you want to have on all the time. This will detect emergency vehicle, highway patrol, speed trap.
Exit.
So it does time out if you don't advance. So we have X band. X band is really like satellite, so I turn it off. K band is more like also weird signal. It's usually not cops or emergency vehicle. They usually use KA band and laser or the speed trap. So I have both KA and laser on. I usually leave the pop off because car sensor from other vehicle, it can detect that. I filter out K. I leave KA on. TSF off. TSF is the other type of radar. KA, I usually have narrow because you want to reach as far out as possible, especially on the highway. And always KA priority. I mute X and K again. So X and K is off completely. Auto off. I don't want alerts for every single thing. Color you can change from white, purple, blue, amber, green, pink, gray, red, and back to white. You have scan display. You can change this to mode display.
Time display.
Or time display.
Scan display.
So I leave on scan display. I put speed and compass. You can do compass only
Voltage meter.
or voltage of your battery. You put your speed in miles per hour or kilometer per hour.
Mile per hour.
Different tone. So just so you see the tone. This is like the annoying tone. I like the more modern tone, like 5, 6. Just 5 and 6. The others are pretty annoying. 1 is like the old school. Same thing with 2. 3 is like the laser. So X. So X, I'll just do 1. But I have it off, so it doesn't really matter. K, I like 4. K is 5 sounds the best. Laser, I'm actually gonna do this 3. Auto mute on, so it will silence itself after a few beeps. Actually, I'm gonna leave
Auto mute off.
this off because you want to know when there's an alert. Sometimes you just ignore it. Volume 2. Let's do that 3. You have dim or bright mode. Dim setting, backlight on all the time. And then quiet ride is when it doesn't detect anything, but it will show on here. If it detects something, there won't be any alerts in sound.
Exit.
So let's go back. I think that battery saving, battery warning. So it does test out your 12-volt battery if you connect it directly to the 12-volt outlet. Your time, speed. It does have speed alert. So if you go over certain speed, it will start beeping you to slow down. So I put 85. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the menu. And again, I'll post a link where you can find this. It will save you money over time, especially if you don't drive like a grandma. So actually grandmas sometimes drive pretty fast and dangerous too. So as long as you don't drive slow. So right now I'm getting 12 volt, battery's good. So this will help monitor your Tesla 12 volt battery. This alone will be helpful because you know when your 12 volt is about to go out. even with the lithium battery, it will show on here. So this will be helpful on top of what Tesla provide on the display. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and again, you're interested in this radar detector for your safety, or if you're a speeder, check them out. Link in the description. It is legal in most states, if not all. Check your local regulation first.